Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had Garden of Bones. Let's see what all happened last episode. Note to self, rewatch the last episode, rewatch my last reaction so I remember what the hell happens. Oh, I always blank out in these, videos, in these recaps. Well, the Garden of Bones came from Daenerys and her Khalasar reaching Karth, and at first they were like, yo, show us your dragons and we'll let you in, and she was like, no, and they were like, well, alright, bye, go die then, and then one dude was like, wait, I like her, nyeh, alright, I vouch for her, and that was that. Meanwhile, there was other stuff. Joffrey is continually growing more and more pissed at Robb Stark and sort of taking it out on Sansa. That sucks. Arya has been found-ish by Tywin Lannister, except that he doesn't know that she's Arya Stark, so that's interesting. We didn't get any of Jon Snow. What other characters are in this show? Did we get a little bit of Renly? Yeah, we had a meeting between Renly and Stannis. Stannis is doing some terrifying as sin thing, and the red-haired lady gave birth to a smoke monster thing. That was just disturbing. Yeah, that's the gist of it, I think. So, guess what? Something interesting I can say. This is actually, this episode, this video right here, is my 300th video. Isn't that awesome? So, yeah, I guess there's really nothing special about it. It's just the 300th video I put out on this channel. Thanks for everyone who's watched and subscribed, and yeah, it's pretty great. As an interesting coincidence, this is actually going to be the last episode I am filming with sort of this setup. It's not the last video to go up that will be uploaded with this setup. I actually already filmed Sunday's video ahead of time, this Sunday's video, and that will be me right here with the hat behind me and the vagueness of a, oh god, hang on. Oh god, I can't move my finger in line with this to save my life. Okay, this poster up here. Yeah, I'm gonna be changing things up, so next time, the next episode of Torchwood, the next episode of Doctor Who, and obviously next time on Game of Thrones, I'm gonna have a completely different setup, and yeah, I just wanted to change things up. I think it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be a lot better than this white wall and the hat I never wear and stuff. So, just wanted to say that right off the bat because, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Until then, I will be saying no spoilers whatsoever in the comments whatsoever. Let's only talk about this episode and previous episodes of Game of Thrones that I have reacted to. And with all that out of the way, let's start this episode of Game of Thrones for my 300th video. Here we go.
My son has no interest in the Iron Throne.
Oh, okay. Right, actually brokering a peace deal. An alliance.
And I see no reason for hostility between us.
Yay!
Provided he swears me an oath of fealty.
And the wording of this oath?
The same Ned Stark swore to Robert 18 years ago.
That's not exactly
Cat,
independence.
their friendship held the kingdoms together. We could end this war in a fortnight.
Oh dear. Oh no.
You'll die for this!
No, wait, it wasn't.
Oh, they take a turn? What the garbage? Oy. Dang it, I liked Renly. Good God, you couldn't have hired an assassin? You had to give birth to a smoke monster? Well, someone called PETA. We're down another stag.
You can't avenge him from the grave.
Fight another day.
Bring the horses.
I'm sure there's some sort of magic where you can come back from the dead and
Please.
fight.
You can ship her away.
She'll be safer indoor.
Guess I know how concerned you are for her safety.
So happens that I am. Marcella's a sweet, innocent girl, and I don't blame her at all for you.
So clever.
So he's actually, they're actually going to marry her off.
Clever with your schemes and your plots.
Schemes and plots are the same thing. They are going to attack us.
The king is taking personal charge of siege preparations.
Well, then we're all
May I
going to
ask
die.
Specifically, what the...
Oh, Lancel, tell my friend Bronn to please kill you if anything should happen to me.
Please kill me if anything should happen to Lord Tyrion.
Oh, I freaking love Tyrion.
You come to
Yeah.
lecture me on truth.
Come to tell you that what I saw...
All my brother's bannermen have come to my side.
You just
Tyrells who fled like
Stan.
cowards.
Oh, I hate Stannis so much.
They won't be able to resist us now.
If you take King's Landing with her by your side, the victory will be hers.
I never thought I'd have reason to doubt your loyalty. Was I wrong?
Loyal service means telling hard truths.
We never had reason to think you'd give birth to a
All right,
smoke
Mr.
monster.
Truth.
You can't play the high
Hard
horse on
truth.
here.
She's a foreigner.
You are the most complicated character I've seen so far. I don't get you.
Brother fornicates with sister in the bed of kings. Are we surprised when the fruit of their incest is rotten? Yes, a rotten king.
This guy's gonna die.
Not after what you did to your birthday present.
King is a lost cause. It's the rest of us I'm worried about now.
Interesting.
King prancing down in...
Take the ship, head out on your own, and I will hunt you down, drag you back here in chains, and hang you for a traitor.
Stop! We yield!
Oh my gosh. They're all with her.
Congratulations on your first...
Perhaps we'd profit from some sleep.
As I think you would, Reginald. And because you're my cousin, I might even let you wake from that sleep. Go. I'm sure your wife must miss you.
My wife's in Lannisport.
Well, then you better start riding.
Yeah, he's
Go
not taking
before I
anyone's
change
crap.
my mind and send her your head.
House Mouton, my lord.
Then what is their sigil?
Shit. Dang it.
A red salmon.
Did
I think a
he?
maiden pool girl would remember that.
Barrington, my lord. House Dustin. 2 crossed long axes, beneath a black crown.
Yeah. Okay,
And
now.
what do they
there you
say
go.
of Robb Stark in the north?
He's the king.
You say he rides into battle on the back of a giant direwolf.
Quick thinking.
Fetch that water.
God, that is tense. Wait, who is this guy?
I should have let you burn.
Oh,
Can't you
that's
fetch water for one of them now?
that's the guy.
Why is this right for you and wrong for
Okay.
me? Speak 3 names. And the man will do the rest.
Oh.
And you'll
Anyone.
kill him.
A man has
Tywin, Joffrey.
The
I
one
want
who
to say
tortures
Stannis, but
everyone.
maybe it's not worth
A
it.
man needs a name.
They call him the Tickler.
That is enough.
Wait, did she say the Titler or the Tickler? Ah, dang it.
Beautiful, isn't it? Gilly, you'd love it, eh?
Would you shut
Nothing
up
more
about that?
sickening than a man in love.
The first men stood here, where we're standing, all through the
First
long
men,
night.
huh? That's interesting. A little bit of lore going on.
What do you think they were like? It's been 1,000 years, but that's the only time they blow the horn 3 times.
Well,
Huh.
if it's been 1,000 years, how do you know?
Books.
Well,
I read it in a book.
Yeah.
And all his pots of wildfire didn't help him, did they? Men win wars, not magic tricks.
They've got a ton of it, don't they?
You won't be making wildfire for my sister any longer.
Yeah, this is not a good idea.
You'll be making it for me.
Oh. Okay. Why do you want that?
He can chop off as much as we can carry.
Ivisaki mai, the sise.
Kishinevaki mai. Jelas vos
Yeah,
favarani mai. Vos tavi mai vos
you can't just take their stuff.
Hash adrik kishi vasiare
We're not doing that.
Ana adrik kishi vos ali.
Aw, man. Freaking mom had to come in and ruin our fun.
My brother used to say the only...
Often more than once.
Oh, hey-oh. They're
Should you
just
grow
twins.
tired of Saro's baubles and trinkets, it would be an honor to host you at the House of the Undying. You are always welcome.
They're just like twins,
Mother of
and they're like...
dragons.
They're just doing that to impress the tourists.
Oh, no one.
I doubt
But
that.
she is the mother of dragons.
And?
She needs true protectors, now more than ever.
So?
They shall come day and night to see the wonder born into the world again.
Would you take that
And
off?
when
It's
they
weird.
see, they shall lust.
It looked like Stannis.
To me, it
It
just
did not
looked
look like Stannis.
a shadow in the shape of a man.
In the shape of Stannis.
A man. It didn't look like Stannis.
I will shield your back and give my life for yours if it comes to that. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
Very thorough, going through all the gods.
You can send 2 orphan boys from Winterstown home with you to help watch over your flock. If you can give them room and board.
My wife always prayed for more children. We look after them. Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, it's an
May
easy
God
fix.
bless you and yours.
Rickon, knock it off.
Stop it.
Why did you bring Rickon in here?
I'm going to go for a ride.
You need so many.
If we can't protect our own bannermen, why should they protect us? Go, Sir Roderick. Take the men you need.
Won't take long, my lord. Southerners don't do well up here.
Alright, Bran. I like that. I like Bran actually doing stuff.
Flooded the castle.
Huh.
Drowned men were floating here.
Does that mean the
In the yard.
Lannisters? Or does that mean the Iron Islands?
How long has your manservant been in love with you?
He's not my manservant and he's not in love with me.
He is.
He's my advisor.
You want to conquer the 7 kingdoms for the Dothraki?
I want them because they're mine by right.
Yeah.
The Iron Throne is mine and I will take it. And it can all be mine.
Oh. Well, let us say half.
Half.
More
Okay.
than enough to buy horses, ships. Please marry me.
Oh.
That was a romantic proposal.
I've already married once for love, but the gods stole her from me.
She's already been through the
I
arranged
come from
marriage.
nothing. Robert Baratheon is dead.
She didn't know that, did she?
If you cross the sea with an army you
The
bought and a
7
fallen
kingdoms
husband who
are at
paid
war
for
with
it.
one another. 4 false kings destroying the country.
To win Westeros,
Oh my gosh, she
you
didn't
need
know
support
any of
from
this.
Westeros.
And how do I get this ship?
I'll find it for you. Sound ship with a good captain.
I look forward to meeting him.
Can she team up with the Iron Islands? I'm sure they'd be happy. Because he's not looking for the Iron Throne, so... Just go for everyone who's not wanting the Iron Throne. So... Rob, basically.
You're practicing for a fight. You should practice right.
He's not a fighter, he's just a... Oh dear. He's just a blacksmith. Well... Good work. Who was that guy again? Aw, crap, you guys are gonna have to tell me in the comments, because I am lost. Aw, crap, that's the end of the episode. Aw, dang it. You guys are gonna have to tell me what that's about, because I don't know what that... Yeah, okay. Okay, so we got some stuff to talk about. Holy crap, I wrote a lot of notes in this. Yeah, so... First off, Renly's just friggin' dead. Like, dang it. I didn't think that we would go there. I mean, I guess... Was that the only reason they had the smoke monster baby? And did do they have no other use for it other than just to kill Renly? I guess. I mean, okay, because I was gonna say you could have just hired an assassin. Like, why did you need to birth a smoke monster dude in order to kill Renly? But this way, no one's really sure how Renly died. You know, some people believe it was Brienne. Some people say it was from the Lannisters. Some people say it was Stannis. But because of the uncertainty, I guess all of Renly's men went to Stannis, which means Stannis now has his normal army plus 100,000 men. And suddenly Stannis is not at horrible odds, but dang it. I liked Renly, and I wanted to see the alliance between Robb and Renly because it made the most sense. And even he said he was going for it. Granted, in terms of the agreement, Robb still would have had to have sworn an oath of fealty to Renly, but it was still something. So, yeah, that's, so, okay. So now Robb is at worse odds now. Because of Stannis. Because Stannis has all those men. Stannis now has the advantage over everyone. He can take King's Landing and destroy the Lannisters and Robb Stark. And he can probably go in and take the Iron Islands too. Because, you know, they're trying to... Well, I'm not sure if they're trying to break off from... I don't think they're trying to break off, but they're just trying to get vengeance on the Starks and for Balon to become the king of the Iron Islands again. So, but that's the thing, is he's not vying for the Iron Throne. That's the thing. So yeah, Stannis just immediately has gained the upper hand in the war, which, whoo boy, man, Stannis, I don't know, he's such a strange character. Because he's so different from either of the Baratheon brothers we've seen. He's so much different from Robert, and Renly is so much different from Robert, but then Stannis is so much different from the two of them. It's crazy. So, yeah. I wrote down Lost Cause, which is what Tyrion said that Joffrey was. You know, the king is a lost cause, so he's not going to try to do anything else with Joffrey. Like, because in the last episode, you know, he sent the two whores, basically, and, you know, he had the two of them just beat the crap out of each other, basically. Like, horrible, like, not like a fun whipping or anything. Like, no, it friggin' hurt. And so it's like, so that's interesting that Tyrion just, like, gave up. It's like, screw it. We got other stuff to do. I'm not going to worry about him. I wrote down Arya because it's interesting seeing her with Tywin Lannister. But is Tywin starting to figure out who she is? I'm not sure. There's something there. He may be starting to suspect something, but I don't know if I don't think he's quite guessed yet that she's actually Arya Stark. I wrote down the tickler. Is that what she said? You guys are really gonna have to fill me in on that. I'm sorry, I missed whatever they were really talking about. Well, okay, no, I know that you know she was saying, or he was saying that, you know, you spared our lives, so I will give you basically 3 lives that you can just take away because you saved ours, which is pretty cool. And she could have said anyone, but she said someone, and I didn't quite catch the name of it. And then that guy died, and I looked at him, you know, when he died, and I was like, I don't know who this guy is. So, yeah, you guys are going to have to fill me in on that. I'm sorry if I missed that, but you're going to have to fill me in on who that guy was that he killed for her. First Men, that was interesting with some of the lore of the super north past the wall. Talking about, the first men. I think they were talking about the first men of Westeros, basically. I don't know, but they were talking about it like, the first men a long time ago that they were in the north. And so that was really interesting. Wildfire is interesting because that would be good to use against Stannis if Stannis is sailing to King's Landing. Because if you can, get that off, if you can catapult that and hit a ship, that is pretty damaging and really interesting. But why? So Tyrion doesn't want Cersei to have it. And, when they said, we have, 7,000 jars of this stuff, they both realized, this is basically a fire hazard. This could level the city, basically. But Tyrion said, well, you're not going to be making wildfire for my sister anymore. You're going to make it for me. Why? What is Tyrion's, game here? Does he have some sort of ulterior motive or something? I have no idea. So, that's interesting. I wrote down Shadow Stannis because a couple of you guys said, I don't remember the context of what you guys said, but you kind of said, well, it's really just a smoke monster in the shape of Stannis. And I thought that was weird. I was like, well, it's just kind of the shape of a man. But then they said it here. Brienne said that. It's a smoke monster that looks like Stannis. Did it? It didn't look like Stannis to me. Now maybe things were going so fast, maybe the facial structure kind of looked like Stannis. I don't know, because they kind of said the body. He kind of had the body of Stannis. His body's not very it's not very distinguishable, basically. There's nothing about the shadow creature where I would assume that's Stannis, at all. So I'm wondering how that's coming into play. I mean, I guess because, the red-haired lady who, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. I'm sorry about that. But the red-haired lady, gave birth to this shadow creature. We're assuming, I guess, it would have some of Stannis' DNA if this is somehow some weird corrupted son of Stannis. So maybe that's what they're saying, but I don't know. I don't know how they got Stannis. I don't know how they looked at that thing and was like, that's Stannis Baratheon right there. I don't know how they got that. So I wrote down Zaro plus Dany. Very interesting that he wants to marry Dany in order and give her enough to where she will take the Iron Throne. Because that has been her goal this whole time, which it was good for them to say because they hadn't said that in a while, and so when they said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's her goal. That's what we're doing here. That's right. So that was good. So it's he does want to put her on the Iron Throne, but he wants to be, I don't know, not her king, basically, but just her husband and have a stake in this and help her take the Iron Throne, which is interesting. And I like that. I like that when Jorah was talking about it, you can kind of think okay, well, Jorah doesn't want this, and you can kind of infer things from what Zaro said. It's well, this guy's clearly in love with you, so maybe you could think well, Jorah doesn't want that because he's in love with Daenerys. But I like that Jorah has he has a rational line of thinking with this. It's if you let this guy pay for your ships and your armies and everything and all your allies, he will own you. Everyone will own you. And that's not how it should work. So I like that. I like that he did that and is look, I can help you take the Iron Throne. I can get you to Westeros. There are people in Westeros that will take you as the actual, claim to the Iron Throne. Just let me find you a ship and a damn good captain. And she's like, okay, I trust your judgment. Let's do that. So that's really cool. And I did write down allies at the end there, so that's pretty interesting. Also, it just didn't occur to me until now that they didn't know that Robert was dead. This dude died like 8 episodes ago or something. This dude died like 8 episodes ago, and they are just now finding out that Robert is dead, and the 7 kingdoms are in disarray, because there's too many people claiming the Iron Throne. Ooh, she said 4 kings, didn't she? Well, okay, she wouldn't know about Balon, because Balon has not been public yet. So that's the thing, because I was thinking it's like, does she already know about Renly being dead? But it's like, no. Balon has not gone public to the west of, the rest of Westeros. Try saying that 3 times fast when you're drunk as shit. He has not basically made public that he is trying to be a king again. Trying to be the king of the Iron Islands. He's not trying to take the Iron Throne, just trying to be the king of his own place again. So, to her, and pretty much everyone else, there's only 4 kings claiming the throne. There are 4 kings right now. Robb, the king of the north, Joffrey, who has the Iron Throne, and then Stannis and Renly, who are trying to claim the Iron Throne. But now, Renly's gone, but you replace him with Balon, who's not trying to take the Iron Throne, but trying to just be king of the Iron Islands. So that's all interesting, and that's all I wrote. It was a pretty good episode, pretty interesting. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where we go, and I'm wondering if by the end of the season, Daenerys will be in Westeros. That'd be interesting, to finally see her plot to actually see her plot start moving in on the other plots. That'd be interesting, because for the most part, she's kind of been on her own, and we've gone for so long that we've gone through like 8 big things with her. At first it was just Viserys wanting the Iron Throne, and then he died before they even got out of Essos. And then it's going to be, Daenerys and Khal Drogo and their son Rhaego. Well, they all die, except for Daenerys. And now Daenerys is going to do all that. So, 8 different things have happened, and she's not even in the main plot yet. Technically. And I say main plot, which would be the War of all the Kings now. So, yeah. Can't wait to see where we go from here. And we will find out next time on Game of Thrones with the new setup. So I hope you have enjoyed my shot glasses, my 2 hats, and my poster up here, because this is the last time you'll ever see them. No, you'll probably see them again. I mean, you're going to see them again if you watch Sunday's video, which is actually going to be a Doctor Who thing. And I don't know, I'm sure someday I'll film in here again, but for now, this is going to be the last time I film with this setup. It's been a lot of fun, but I just want to change things up. So, yeah. So, I will see you guys next time. I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films. See you guys then. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist right down here. You can check out these other videos and subscribe if you haven't done that already, and you can follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.